Everybody good?
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
We are here. Series is open. Oh look, they got a bunch of water barriers out now. It's game day today. We're doing some practice runs. Oh look, the line's already built up. Practice line, look at that. Kevin Lawrence with his full-blown Pro 1 car. Cool, there's a lot of Pro 1 cars out here, surprisingly, for this being like a go-kart track. They're almost gonna become useless. You'll see there's gonna be a lot of guys who have really low horsepower cars, small wheelbase cars, who are gonna do great. This is a low power, small wheelbase, friendly, probably advantage as well. Small, light, like Taylor Hull's, or not Taylor Hull, what's the guy's name? Ray? Taylor Ray's Miata. That thing should be dominant.
That's wild here.
Because it's ridiculously fast because of how small and light it is. And then you should see a lot of these small wheelbase turbo boys. They can keep the car in the power. Turbo boys should be fast today.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Pull the rear sway bar off the car. I really don't want to run a rear sway bar. Kind of makes the car feel a little too snappy. Take it out of there, you get a lot more side bite in the rear end of the car, which means you could essentially be more aggressive. And I'm going to need all the side bite I can get because I'm planning on driving really aggressive. It has no front sway bar, so that's going to be kind of interesting to fill the car without any sway bars at all. But essentially the idea for me is that if I make it loose, if I make it like a real cushiony ride all the way around, it'll be at least consistent in that versus having cushion up front. Because the spring rates on this are also just like whatever was thrown on here. So it's not like super dialed into how I like the car. So I'm just gonna try to make the thing overall soft and have a lot of side bite and try to keep up with some of the faster cars here. So banking on the car being a little softer and it being a turbo car to get a lot of traction out here on the small track and hang with a lot of these little fast cars that are out here. Jason's gonna pull the rear sway bar for us and then get it back on the floor. Might do some adjustments in raising the front end a little bit. Get the car nice and even. We'll see how it goes. So, it's kind of lackadaisical out here, huh?
Yeah.
Not everything's fully explained.
They're still trying out new things, you know.
They're figuring it out.
So they're figuring out as it goes.
Yeah.
It's a new series. I mean, it took Formula Drift all these years and they still go through like little hiccups here and there.
Yeah.
But once it starts actually rolling, it starts getting more effective. As you see, and people that haven't driven see that there's only one path through this thing, and that's it. You're either in it or you're not, or you're spinning up.
Right.
So that is what happens every round. Is new people coming in that don't know like what really is happening, like yourself, and then once you drive it once, you'll be like, okay, now I understand what they were talking about, what zone I should be in. Not good thing the left foot braking now is completely gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you left foot brake, you're out. You're getting these points these up. Have fun.
Should be a good time. We're in B group. We're gonna hop in this car, get suited up, and see what we can do.
Absolutely.
suspension kind of adjusted, took out the rear sway bar, did a couple of things to make it real grippy. Spring rate in the rear is still a little too stiff for my liking. I'd like it to be a little softer so the car would squat a little bit easier. But just driving a JZ engine, there's a lot more work going on behind the wheel. So it's just figuring out like when to preload and where to preload and how to make it still look aggressive. Just trying to figure out the power band, really, that's it. But the last run, we finally like figured it out. I don't know if they saw that. Did they see that?
No, I didn't get it. Sorry, guys.
Could have just left it on the freaking thing and let it record the whole lap.
Left it on what?
Leave it on the water barrier, recording.
I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, so the last run felt a lot better. Finally got it like dialed in, figuring out like preloading and different things like that. It just takes a lot more throttle application and you're doing a lot more clutch play versus the V8 car, but don't be fooled. All those boys throwing nitrous at their turbo engines, they drive just like V8 cars. There's a couple of good guys, but they're in their pro cars. They're professionals. You better be good. If you came out here and sucked, I'd be very disappointed. But they're throwing down. They're doing good. A couple of people to keep our eye on, but we'll just go out, qualify best we can. I think there's only 3 buy runs available, so 1, 2, or 3 is going to be those top qualifying spots. Unless people zero out and things like that and cars break, which is a lot of people having car troubles. You got to build things right the first time. We'll go out, we'll do qualifying, we'll try to get one of those top 3 spots. It might be wishful thinking, who cares is what I want to think. So we'll see what we can do with that, and then if we can get that done, that puts us in a good spot for tomorrow. We might not make top 3, I really want to, but if we don't make top 3, then we'll battle today in top 64, and then hopefully can tomorrow continue in the top 32 and go from there. But the team's all solid, everybody's doing good, looking good, so it should be a good day. We got some more coming.
Sorry guys, I'm in charge of filming and spotting this weekend, so sorry I didn't get that last run. Micah said because that was his best run. I didn't know that was going to be his last run.
That was my best run, and that was going to be for all the trolls who are like, V8 drivers can't drive turbo cars. I'm like, oh, it's because you suck, don't put it on me.
I was taking notes of everyone. Micah told me to do that because apparently Frankie does that. Too bad Frankie's not here, so I'm stuck doing a bunch of things, but it's going well, I think. I don't know.
You guys get. You guys keep it in shape.
Okay, so that run, Micah got a 55. He was saying that he just wanted to do a conservative run so that he can make sure he gets points in this show. At least he can stay in the top 30 or top 64. But he said he's gonna push it harder this time. He just didn't want to break the car and then not be able to get in the show.
So we qualified 37 with a 63. Yeah, so then we just did some tandem practice real quick and then we'll get in the top 64. This is going to be a very, very interesting car to tandem with. I got some pointers from Nick. He's kind of telling me to just slip the clutch a little bit. But as long as I don't deal with any like left foot breakers, this like left foot Florida crap, it should be alright. There's a lot of guys out here left foot braking. It's just like, you're in the lead, go. And somebody brought up Otis stats from Irwindale. Like, we're not at Irwindale. This is like a go-kart track. This is like, it's a very nice go-kart track. Like, if we're gonna throw it in that category, it's better than any go-kart track we have back home. But there's no need to be left foot braking. yeah, so we got some techniques from Nick, and we'll see where it goes. We're just gonna go into tandem. I think we might be tandeming against one of the Drift HQ guys. 13, I think, right?
Not for sure yet, but I tried to do the math.
Not for sure. We might end up going up against Lucas, which is kind of crappy because like I don't want to go against him and then if he doesn't, I'm not going to be back for the next round or whatever. But I'm also a competitor, so it's like bring it. And then, now I know why all you turbo boys try to throw nitrous at the cars, make it be like our LS's. Yeah.
So you're still not converted?
No, never gonna convert. Yeah, right. I'll go high compression NA before I do anything else, which I'm doing. So if I was gonna do something other than NA, I would do a supercharged LS. It's definitely a lot more work behind the steering wheel, don't get me wrong. And there's only a couple of guys who are running turboed engines without nitrous that are winning. For instance, Nick Franco. Other than Nick Franco, there's really like nobody else not running nitrous that's winning. I don't know anybody else that's winning without nitrous. So don't be fooled. Turbo guys, they're sick drivers, don't get me wrong. Like a good driver's a good driver, period, no matter what machine you put them in. But you're not gonna be as competitive, and a lot of the guys who are winning the turbo cars, they have some type of nitrous or something thrown at them to help them drive like an LS. So anyway, the point is, it's gonna be a difficult time. One, I'm not used to the car, not used to the angle kit, not used to a turbo engine, I'm not used to any of it, so. Thank you, bro.
If it's transmission, we have it. If it's a drive shaft, we have it too. Drive shaft? Yeah. I think so. Big.
Yeah, no, ours is for an R200 dip.
Hey, why are you yelling so much?
R200 differential.
So that's pretty sick. The Drift HQ guys have like the parts van. Duarte and his wife are geniuses. They bring out this parts van. Duarte's telling me, yeah bro, like every time I go to the track, as soon as we open the doors of the van, people roll up. And we get here and they open the doors of the van and the guy's like, yo, you got this? And they're like, yup. And then he looks at me, he's like, what'd I tell you?
It's like the ice cream truck.
Yeah, he's got the ice cream truck of the drift world. It's pretty sick. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting setup of competition. Obviously, I want to win, but I feel accomplished as it is, just coming out here and jumping on a new track with a new car. But it's not mine, like at all, in any shape or form. Besides it being a 36 chassis, which is nice. But coming out here and hanging with some of these Florida boys is pretty rad. But man, if I have my own car, woo! Wipe some of you Florida boys. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. But I'm not, but I am, but I'm not. Maybe I'll bring my car next time. God, I don't want to smoke. Oh look, I think we're taking off the hood. Yeah.
You're gonna drive without a hood?
No hood, no roof. We're taking off the doors. I'm taking off
No
my shirt.
shirt.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's hot here in Florida. Gosh.
Not too bad for a couple of Florida boys.
So I'm going against Lucas, which is kind of crappy because I don't want to go against him right away. Lucas has a super rad coupe with an LS turbo, so he should dominate. He should do really well against me. But I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. We'll see though, dude, you never know. So I'll battle Lucas. If I beat Lucas today, then I drive tomorrow. If I don't beat him today, then our weekend's over. Which, like, it's already been worth it. It's been super cool. The whole Drift HQ family is insane. They're hilarious. Always messing around. Always willing to help. This drift scene, like California, you suck. The Florida drift scene, at least this like little niche of it, is extremely helpful and extremely like just willing to offer whatever they need. Like some guy rolled up, needed something welded. Another guy rolled up, needed some plastic cup. Another guy rolled up, needed harness. Another guy rolled up, wanted a drink. Like they're just like, yeah, come on, whatever you guys need.
And they have the best steak.
And
we
they
just
really
tried their steak.
Yo, Stavio's meat, best meat I ever put in my mouth. Stavio! Hey, yo, Stavio! Hold on, he's probably helping somebody. Yo, this man's meat, best meat I ever had in my mouth.
Across the aisle from me talking about my meat, and I just can't hold it. I'm laughing my ass off.
I was making eye contact. I was like, Stavio, your meat. So
It's protein. I mean, you're out here, it's hot. You're gonna get water. You don't eat. What is it?
They should gotta give them the recipe.
I don't mind. It's
See
literally
what I mean about Drift HQ family? They don't play games.
it's top sirloin and rock salt. You put it on top, start grilling. Don't put it too high, fire. You cook one side, let the blood kind of evaporate to the top of it. When you do that, you flip it. You give a minute and a half, and you're ready to start medium well. Now, if you want it well done, you give like 2-3 minutes, and it'll be well done. It's the real flavor of the steak. There's no A1 sauce, there's no any adobo, no, nothing like that. It's straight up steak.
None of that catch up, all you white people. Savio took the highest qualifying score out of the whole team. Beast.
I tried. We went a second run, and I did what you asked.
I told him that, so his first run, he comes out of the gate, hot as hell, sends it, nails it, really good. I think he had like one hiccup.
Yep.
Other than that, it was perfect. And then the next run, I'm like, yo, just go as fast as you can. Like, forget about it. Like, it's already done.
And I did it.
It went as fast as it could. It's fun. I was like, ah, damn it.
It was definitely a rookie mistake. I looked at the computer, I saw where I made a mistake.
Yeah.
It won't happen again. Not in the same spot.
No. Yeah, their data logging and stuff that you can see is throttle input, what they're actually. We're watching RTM. So he can see what he's doing and where he was doing.
Trying to compare it if I'm filling all the auto zone, the inner clips, how fast I'm doing each run. And I slowly started time.
Yeah.
The first qualifying run, it was about 30 seconds. The second one was about 27 seconds. So I cut down time. And
A lot. 30 seconds is a lot. It's pretty rad. The whole team is on 651s, Celras. So you have your cars on 651s, Lucas' cars on 651s. I think Alex is the only one who's not Pro 2 guy because of Pro 2 reasons.
Yep.
Right. And then this is on 651s, and then Duarte's car that I'm totally leaning on is on 651s as well. Tire Streets has a ton of support out here.
Yes, they have. Yes,
West Coast, I think there's 3 of us.
That's it.
That was it.
I know.
You guys have everybody here.
The tires are good. The price is good. Their delivery time is good.
Yep.
And I mean, the tire does its job. No reason to pay all that money when you can get the same quality of material, tires, and the team that support, because they're out here. They come to events. They have a bunch of drivers. They sponsor a bunch of drivers. Compared to all the big tires that don't really do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't care. Yeah, it's rad. I've been on the same set all weekend. I know you changed yours.
I did.
That's an LS thing.
No, but I changed it because I didn't want to go to qualify on my second run with almost done tires, so that's why I only do.
Yeah, no, it's smart. Oh, they have the thing online, huh?
I agree.
No, the grid, I think. I think Lucas has it. You're going against? Yeah.
Going up against? What happened?
That's been real.
Are you on it?
Yeah, right here. Wait, where is it? Right here.
I don't want to go against each other right away.
It's official.
So,
36.
36 battle.
Yeah, better engine.
With a way better engine.
VA, LF gang.
You're like if me and Nick had a baby, this is what it would look like.
It's a beautiful thing. Just the engine, the car's ugly.
She said that you were like Nick. He reminds me of Nick.
Yeah, he's a BMW tech too.
Oh yeah. There's Nick of the East Coast, bro. Nick, we found your doppelganger. There it is. So it sucks. You have to go against each other, and I'm not collecting points for a championship or anything. So I'm not gonna be here next round or the following round. I don't know what the plan is, but
One of us gotta get defeated.
yeah.
So gotta put it all out there.
It'll probably be me in the chase position because I'm having an interesting, which I called Nick and I'm like, yo, how do I keep this thing lit? And he's like, do this. I'm gonna take this.
Alright.
I got one.
Tell me after though.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. After I lose, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's a difficult car to chase it. But luckily we're going against Luke, so it's not gonna be anticipating any like funny business or anything.
I mean, if we hit each other, at least the car will still be looking green after.
Yeah,
true. We got that too.
Paint transfer will be okay. But if you beat me, you better like win. Like the whole thing.
I got a snake.
Yeah. There's this thing back home. Like usually whoever beats me like wins the whole thing.
I'm fine with that.
It's happened. I think 3 times.
We gotta keep that going then.
Make it the 5th time now.
4th or 5th.
Yeah.
got it.
Good job, babe.
We got the W. Driving the Jay-Z car. Good job. Jay-Z cars are interesting. Takes a lot more footwork, but it can be done. Now we know. Time to see how far we can get. Let's go talk to Lou. I heard the whole time. I was like, no. I'm like, I just hear whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I'm like, damn, he's right there. Come on, come on, come on.
Putting it on it. You cheated.
Good, man. I didn't cheat. What did I do? That was fun.
Oh my God. Your lead run was the best run you've done. Yeah.
That was sick. That car is like, I'm sitting there behind you like, I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I heard that too. I heard it. I saw you creeping up every now and then. I'm like, I gotta get on it.
Dude, sick.
Good driving, man. You too, dude.
That was fun. I could hear you the whole time. I was nervous. I was
Sorry.
like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I gotta see videos of this ride.
All in all, we didn't fill you guys in, but it was, I'm gonna fill you in now. We didn't get any footage, I should say. We got no footage of it, but everybody in the green team made it. We lost just 2 boys. One because we had to battle me and Luke, and then we lost the Genesis car, which I believe is Andrew. Well, Savio made it, Lee made it, Alex made it. So the green team did good today. Got 4 cars in, finished strong. 4 cars out of 6. And 2 of us had to battle. Yes, there's no getting around that. It's gonna happen. But now, it's time for me to get some of Savio's meat, like I was telling you guys about earlier, up in my mouth. Look at this. Look at this. Hey. Boys getting down. So we heard about this barbecue before we even came here. I saw it on Instagram. I saw people running over here talking about Savio's meat. I'm like, yo, I gotta try this guy's meat. That's bomb. You guys stay safe, huh?
Big dog.